Georgia has won it in double overtime.
Oh, Dominique! How many great plays!
For some showtime! Oh, a reverse slam!
Is a presentation of GTV.
UAB in deep, missed under the basket. Dogs with a rebound, run it out. Ware to Robinson, penetrates, change hands, scoop, reverse layup, good. He did everything but sell Coca-Cola in that one.
Hello everybody and welcome to Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and the basketball Bulldogs off to a great start this season, and we're going to have it for you each and every week right here. You won't want to miss it. The Georgia basketball Bulldogs back into the national conversation, thanks in part to, of course, to the hard work of head coach Mark Fox and his staff, along with some terrific young players that have really injected a whole lot of energy into this building and into this program. And speaking of this building, we want you to stay with us because coming up in a little while, we're going to show you about some of the renovations that have been done to Stegman Coliseum. Renovations all to suit you, the fans. So you'll want to be a part of that. You'll also want to stick around to hear what Coach Fox has to say about the terrific start this basketball team is off to and the high hopes for this season here on the basketball floor. So stay with us here on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox, coming your way next.
Inside Georgia Basketball with Mark Fox is brought to you by AT&T and by HeartGuard.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans. Rethink possible.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
Well, before we came to Lowe's, we tried another paint to cover our striped living room walls. We were told it would cover easily.
Slight exaggeration.
Huge exaggeration. Thankfully, Samantha here told us about high-def color.
I just told them about our new high-def signature color from Valspar. The built-in primer gives you excellent coverage, plus it's our fastest, most durable paint with superior color accuracy. I'm guessing you don't miss the stripes?
We don't miss the stripes at all.
Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
What this droid does will change how you do web connections. This creates a mobile 3G hotspot powerful enough to fuel multiple devices at will, putting you at the center of your own World Wide Web. Introducing the new Droid X, the next generation of does.
And welcome back to Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. And Coach, good to see you again. And first off, congratulations on just all that has happened to the Georgia basketball program and what you've overseen. And I guess if there's a downside, you've got the bar raised, and there's no question about that.
Well, you know, our program, I think, has some energy behind it now. We're better than we were a year ago. And people are excited about Georgia basketball, and that makes me feel good because these kids have worked hard, and I'm anxious to coach them this year and see how we do.
Well, you know what? It's not just the people here. I mean, Georgia's now being mentioned in conversations around the country. You see what Billy Donovan I know there was probably a little psychological play there, but you see what Billy Donald, other coaches are starting to take notice of the Georgia basketball program.
Well, I think when we're healthy, we have a pretty good team, and we have to play the game the right way. We still have a small margin for error, but we have a team when we play the game the right way can be a successful group, and we're starting to get healthy, and now if we can just get back into a groove, I think this team can have a good year.
Kind of bring us up to date on some of the new pieces that are helping you out this year.
Well, we do have a lot of new faces. First some guys that were redshirting last year, and Gerald Robinson and Connor Nolte, who have come off their redshirt year and been very effective players for us to start the season, and both of them have been very productive. We have two true freshmen, and Dante Williams and Marcus Thornton, who also are off to good starts in their careers, and then Sherrod Brantley came in after 1 year of junior college, and so we have some new faces, and we're a deeper team. They've really helped our depth situation and given us, I think, more options offensively, and so we're excited to have those guys with us, and it makes us, I think, a much more complete team.
And I know this is a strange question, but as the head coach, what does that do for your thinking over on the bench? Because now you do have more things that you can do.
Well, we do have more things. I think it's changed us, first of all, defensively. We don't have to just sit in the zone like we did last year just to try and keep guys fresh and out of foul trouble. We're able to play, a lot more man-to-man defense, which is how we want to play. It's given us, I think, more options offensively. Gerald's brought the ability to break down the defense and some speed and quickness, and so, we're excited about what these young guys have brought to our team, and I think they've complemented the returning players pretty well.
All right, we've got a lot to talk about. The Dogs off to a great start here in this new season. And to bring us up to date, here's the voice of the Georgia Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Dogs 5 on the floor, Leslie and Williams. Thornton's in the ball game. A drive by the Delta Devils, no good from the right side. Dogs rebound and run 4-on-2. The feed to Leslie and a two-handed dunk gliding to the basket. Under a minute to play, we're tied at 68. Georgia ball, Nolte to Leslie, who broke away and scored. Beautiful pass from Nolte, and Leslie with a one-handed lay-in. To Robinson, 66-65. There's Price. Left of the lane, works against Holm. The big man leans in. He shoots. Oh, yeah! Count the bucket again. Another three-point opportunity. Burwell runs out, catches it into the backcourt. Clock at 4. Burwell drives a floater high off the glass, won't go. We whip down the rebound, and that is the ball game. Gets the outlet to Ware. He'll take it up the far side of the floor. Give it back to Jeremy between the circles. Dogs with the ball. Robinson and an alley-oop to Price from left to right. The big man got up in there and slammed it. Price rebounded by big Chris Barnes for the Dogs. To Robinson, into the front court to Marcus Thornton, the freshman. Back to Gerald Jr. Knocks down the jumper. A three-pointer by Gerald Robinson, and it's 16-4. Rebound is tapped away. Ware up ahead to Robinson. Robinson will awkwardly lay it in. I think he wanted to dunk it. He changed his mind, but he scored.
And it's 7-2.
And Notre Dame's facing you out so well that those guys shoot the three.
Holy moly! Oh, wow! Tompkins with a lob to Leslie from the left side. He reached his arm way back, caught it with one hand, and flushed that baby.
Wow. That thing down, man.
Gee.
Great pass by Trey Tompkins.
Travis Leslie, 30-22. And the Dogs with a steal. Here's Leslie. Oh, a windmill slammer. Leslie getting the crowd on its feet, and Mike Bray going to call a time. A Tompkins three and a Travis Leslie dunk.
Won't go off the iron. Rebounded by the Owls. Half-court pass intercepted by Robinson for the Dogs. Going to take it, distribute to Leslie, and Leslie glides across the lane and lays it in front of the bucket.
We can capitalize on that mistake. Here we go.
Alley-oop lob. Oh, from Tompkins to the right wing to Leslie. Missed it, got his own rebound. Missed it again, got another rebound. Put it back up, and it rattles around the rim and falls. Standing O from the Dog fans behind the bench on the effort by Travis Leslie.
Well, obviously, it's a pretty good start for you and for this club. And the win on the road at St. Louis, how important was that?
Well, it's a big win for us. Last year we struggled away from home, and to get that monkey off far back was important. But to beat a good team in their building was the next step for this group to make. And we did beat a good team, and we did it without Trey, and we did it maybe in a little bit more exciting fashion than I'd like. But we won on the last second shot by Jeremy Price. I think these kids were really focused that night on on learning how to play away from home, and there's a little difference because you don't have the crowd behind you, and you got to play the game the right way.
You know, we're going to get into the highlights of the big win over University of Alabama Birmingham in the next segment. But before we do that, and before we get out in this segment, I got to ask you about, you still had the challenges. You had Trey Tompkins go down with a high ankle sprain, Marcus Thornton with some health issues early on. So you've had some challenges you've had to overcome.
Well, we have. I mean, you know, we spent the entire offseason building a style of play and a system around, you know, arguably one of the best players in the league with Trey Tompkins. And he goes down with an ankle sprain, which you thought, you know, hey, before we got the MRI, we thought it might be a week, and it turns out it's going to be over a month, where he doesn't even practice, and we have to kind of reinvent our team. And fortunately, we were able to withstand that. When he came back, you know, we kind of forgotten how we were playing before, so we didn't play as well when he first came back, and he's going to have to work his way back in shape. We're going to have to get used to having him again. But it was challenging, and then, you know, certainly his replacement, Connor Nolte, did a nice job. But he broke his nose and had to have surgery. Yeah. So we've had our share of injuries, and we're just into December. So let's hopefully we got him behind us.
Yeah, I hope we got him behind us now. We can move ahead. And speaking of moving ahead, stay with us now, because you know with these dogs, there's one goal in mind. It comes up, of course, in March. But in the meantime, what we want to be showing you is how the dogs are building that resume. Big win here in the Coliseum, Stegman Coliseum. We're going to look at that big win over the Blazers, as well as showing you the latest improvements here at Stegman. You won't believe, and you're going to be very excited to come out here and see these dogs play. Stay with us.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
We're convenient, easy, and the best parking value around Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport. We're the parking spot. We'll pick you up at your car and take you right to the airport in clean, comfortable style. With 2 convenient locations just minutes from Hartsfield, the parking spot is your spot. So get on board, join the Spot Club to earn free parking, and visit theparkingspot.com. We have airport parking covered.
Moby Dick.
Searching for Moby Dick.
AT&T and BlackBerry have evolved the smartphone. BlackBerry Torch now just $99.99, only from AT&T. Rethink possible.
The G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com is the #1 stop to get University of Georgia merchandise. With over 2,000 items, all the Bulldogs gear you need is in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Bulldogs gear, head to the G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com.
Welcome back, Coach. I got to tell you, you know, I walk in this building, and it's hard for me to believe that just since last year, the transformation that has taken place, it is stunningly beautiful. From outside, you walk into that concourse.
Well, it is. We've spent several $1 million on our fans, and every improvement that was made to Stegman was really for our fans, to improve the restrooms and the concession areas and expand the concourses. And the building looks so modern now with the glass front. It's an impressive looking building from the outside, but it's made the fan experience better. And so it really, I think, is going to help our program. I think people will enjoy coming to the games more, and it'll be easier for them to come to the games. So we're excited about the upgrades. The administrative support here has been terrific, and I think that it's very evident when you look at this building.
And rather than us just tell you about it, why don't we show you? In fact, the renovations to Stegman Coliseum, it's our GeorgiaDogs.com Spotlight feature presented by AT&T.
It has really come a long way, and I think I would say it's everything that that our staff and the fans dreamed of has come true.
It's a building that's used for commencements in 3 sports, and so there's a very limited amount of time to build, and that's why Choate has to build with double shift crews and work extra hours all through the summer.
GeorgiaDogs.com on the Carlton Street side of Stegman Coliseum, which is starting to look a little bit less and less familiar each day as the construction throughout the summer of 2010 progresses.
Side, all the booths and the outside wall have demoed out and are now the steel beams are being installed, and the beams will hold up the glass, and also the graphics say that will be installed here probably in the next like 2 months.
Now, as we move into the final phases of the renovation of the Coliseum, it's very exciting to see the plans of all those things come together and how we're able to maintain the integrity and the uniqueness of the structure of the Coliseum with the archways that are there and that exterior look, but give it a modern feel.
Now we're doing something really special for those that support Georgia basketball. Doing something that's been needed for a long time in the Coliseum, creating a more fan-friendly environment.
All the upgrades in the Stegman Coliseum are going to provide a better experience for our fans. And this entire project is really to help add concessions, improve restrooms, and really give our fans more space to move in and out of the arena. And so I really think it's going to help the fan experience and make it even better to come to a Georgia basketball game.
Of course, the teams won their openers for each of the two teams here, but every game is different. And every game has some new like fans here. So it's going to be a fun experience to see all the new like fans come in from game to game and see and feel the responses that the fans have throughout the year.
Well, there you see it for yourself, just how wonderful it is. And one of the great things is when you look back at last year down the stretch, I mean, we had sellout after sellout after sellout, and that's got to be great.
Well, last year, and we talked about this with our team, that if they played the game the right way, that our fans would come back before they started winning, and that was true. And then we had several sellouts last year, as you mentioned, and these kids have learned that people at Georgia and the Bulldog Nation respect a good effort. And now that we have a better team and a better building, hopefully we can keep this marriage and make it stronger and really develop a home court advantage here at Stegman.
No doubt about it. It's already off to a good start. And when we come back, we're going to show you another one of the Dogs' big victories over the Blazers. Stay with us on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans. Rethink possible.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
We're convenient, easy, and the best parking value around Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport. We're the parking spot. We'll pick you up at your car and take you right to the airport in clean, comfortable style. With 2 convenient locations just minutes from Hartsfield, the parking spot is your spot. So get on board, join the Spot Club to earn free parking, and visit theparkingspot.com. We have airport parking covered.
The G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com is the #1 stop to get University of Georgia merchandise. With over 2,000 items, all the Bulldogs gear you need is in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Bulldogs gear, head to the G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com.
Well, Coach, you come back home to Stegman Coliseum from down in Orlando, and you've got the Blazers coming in, and this is a very talented basketball team, and so a tough challenge, but it's kind of part of what you want to do to build that resume toward March.
Well, we had a tougher schedule this year, and we did that by design because we felt like we were going to have a good team. We didn't anticipate that Trey was going to get hurt, and so we've had to deal with that. But you know, we've had some good early non-conference games, and UAB is a team who I think will win 20 games. They're a team that will be in postseason play, and so we felt like it was going to be a great game for our program, and it turned out to be one.
And no doubt about that. And here with the highlights, Scott Howard.
Tompkins gets it in the paint. Jumper with a right hand. Good, off the iron and through. Trey with the first 4 points of the ball game. Dogs lead at 4-0. Left hand dribble in the front court. Sends it to the right side. Alley-oop lob. Holy moly, there we go. Our first holy moly moment. UAB in deep, missed under the basket. Dogs with a rebound, run it out. Ware to Robinson. Penetrates, change hands, scoop, reverse layup. Good. He did everything but sell Coca-Cola in that one. We swat away as he tried to penetrate through the lane. We took it away. Ware, a no-look dish to Price coming in from the right side, and a two-handed jam by Jeremy. The Dogs are cooking early here. It's 12-4. Well, come on the near side, Preston Purifoy in the ball game, a 6'5 freshman. Shoot it from the top of the key, a three, banged by Cameron Moore. Leslie, we work above the arc. Gerald going to shoot a three. No good. Rebound. Put back by Barnes is good, and he got fouled. Chris going to the offensive glass. In a man, Brantley from the right side. Three-pointer from the right corner. Maybe some confusion by Jamar Sanders after that shot. UAB tries to answer with a three, and they do. Quickly up the floor, Dexter Fields. 45-39, three by the Blazers. Good. Jamar Sanders. Dogs with a three-point lead and the ball. Ware to Robinson with a screen. Launches a three. Good straight away. Big Price blocking out in front. Spins in the paint. Ball knocked loose. Picks it back up. Shot fake. Put up. Missed another point-blank shot. They get another rebound on a tap-out. Now here's Moore, and he's going to hit a three finally. Jeremy Price left of the lane. He's working against Cameron Moore. One dribble. Power move to the basket. Up and under. Good. Jeremy laid it up and in. He's got 12. Here's UAB, off balance. Jay, pull up on the right side, around the rim, out and in. Sanders got it to go, 8 on the clock. Gerald wants a screen from Price. Robinson, or Junior, gonna take it, lay in. Oh, it goes! He laid it up with a right hand. But here's Sanders, gonna shoot a three. Short side iron rebound, Robinson. They foul, they try to hack the ball loose. They call the foul with Robinson dips, he shoots, second free throw, good. He made them both 13. For the transfer from Tennessee State. UAB sprints it up the floor with Johnson, handed off. They shoot with 1 second to go. The three rattles in there good, but it's not enough.
Well, that's one of those. But I got to tell you, you know, you're up 11 at the half, and in the first, I think it was 3 minutes, they took 8 points off that lead like that. I mean, so you knew you were dealing with a talented basketball team that could score points in bunches.
And they're an experienced basketball team, you know, senior point guard, and they scored the last 6 possessions of the first half, so we were concerned at halftime that our defense was starting to weaken a little bit. We got off to a poor start in the second half, and the lead that we worked so hard to build was gone. And I told our team that as you become a better basketball team, you're going to be ahead more often, and you have to learn how to play with a lead. And that's something that this group has to learn how to do.
But one thing that this group has apparently learned how to do is how to close. And that's, you know, always key for a talented team.
Well, you know, you're going to be in a lot of battles and throughout the year. And last year we were in a lot and you know, sometimes taking a knife to a gunfight. And this year we got more ammunition and we have more experience. And so late in games, I think we have a confidence about us that we know what we want to do. We know how we're trying to execute, what to run in every situation. And I think we've played pretty well in the last 2 minutes of these games.
5-2 record so far. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll look ahead on the Bulldog schedule. Stay with us on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
We're convenient, easy, and the best parking value around Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport. We're the parking spot. We'll pick you up at your car and take you right to the airport in clean, comfortable style. With 2 convenient locations just minutes from Hartsfield, the parking spot is your spot. So get on board, join the Spot Club to earn free parking and visit theparkingspot.com. We have airport parking covered.
Moby Dick.
Searching for Moby Dick.
AT&T and BlackBerry have evolved the smartphone. BlackBerry Torch now just $99.99, only from AT&T. Rethink possible.
The G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com is the #1 stop to get University of Georgia merchandise. With over 2,000 items, all the Bulldogs gear you need is in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Bulldogs gear, head to the G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com.
Inside Georgia Basketball with Mark Fox is brought to you by AT&T and by HeartGuard.
Time now for our HeartGuard look ahead, and up next for the Dogs, it'll be in Atlanta at Georgia Tech, of course at Alexander Memorial Coliseum, then back home on the 18th to face Arkansas State. That'll be followed on December 21st by a game against High Point out of North Carolina. Stay tuned with these Bulldogs throughout the season. Believe me, they're exciting to watch. They've got a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, playing with a lot of heart and playing very successfully. You want to be a part of this season here at Georgia. So in the meantime, thanks to all of you for being with us here this week. Don't forget to be with us each and every week on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. I'm Chuck Dowdle. Have a great Bulldog week, everybody.